The story that is creating ripples in newsrooms and top political circles world over is China's satellite and ICBM tracker ship Yuan Wang 5 getting docked in Sri Lankan waters at Hambantota port. While some call it Beijing's response to Washington's growing assertiveness in South China Sea and Taiwan, others believe China is leveraging its clout to contain New Delhi's strengthening camaraderie with Colombo, especially in the backdrop of the unprecedented economic crisis that Sri Lanka has plunged into and India providing it all necessary support to keep it afloat.
The Chinese survey vessel Yuan Wang 5 docked at Sri Lanka's Chinese-built port of Hambantota. As per the observers, the movement of the ship is likely to fuel contention between India and China, two of Sri Lanka's biggest allies in its current economic crisis. Some also say that China could use the port near the main Asia-Europe shipping route as a military base. Foreign security analysts describe the Yuan Wang 5 as one of China's latest generation space tracking ships used to monitor satellite, rocket and intercontinental ballistic missile launches. As per different media reports, Sri Lanka was reluctant to allow the boat entering its waters, fearing this could impact its resurgence from the deep economic crisis, but China leveraged its clout in the global bodies to threaten Colombo, which could have hampered the process of it receiving the much-needed IMF bailout package. Hours after the ship docked, a Sri Lankan cabinet spokesman said the island nation was working to ensure that there was no friction between friendly countries. China, on the other side, released a symbolic statement calling it a regular exercise which strengthened the bilateral ties between the two sides.
You have experienced some different rough weather this time on the Indian Ocean. The port call of Yuan Wang 5 to Hambantota finally comes through. It manifests not only your courage, tenacity, and invincibility, but also the deep-rooted, unfading, and enduring friendship between our two countries.
According to diplomats based in Sri Lanka, the number of Chinese spy ships in the guise of research vessels have steadily increased in the past decade in the Indian Ocean region. It is understood that since 2020, 53 so-called Chinese research vessels have been monitored in the Indian Ocean region, as not less than 3 to 5 such spy ships are operating in the area at any given time. The deployment of such vessels, observers say, serve the Xi Jinping regime as a tool for maritime diplomacy in the form of joint surveys with Indian Ocean region, littoral states and provide access to strategically important areas within the exclusive economic zone of a third country. They also call it a hostile act by the Chinese given the context of the ongoing tensions between the Indian and Chinese armies along the LAC at another end of Indian peninsula. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka has urged China to help it recover with the economic crisis only.
We hope and request China, our long-standing friend, to assist us in restructuring our debts and secure an IMF bailout as soon as possible and provide with some meaningful bridging finance.
Not just financial, but Sri Lanka is also undergoing a massive political shift in recent days, and if the observers are to be believed, then there are stark differences amongst the leaders and diplomats in Sri Lankan top brass vis-a-vis their outlook towards India and China. And amid these unpredictable times of deepening geopolitical rivalries, nobody can say for sure as to what is going to happen next. What is going to be next move of Sri Lanka, China or the United States of America? We just know that Sri Lanka is suffering and the politics should be kept aside to save the island nation, to save the people of the island nation, and last but not the least, to save humanity.